ripped it from you. Welcome, welcome, everybody, to Sunday Morning DOOGER. How does the swell end? You'll never know. It's not like you can look up the song. No, my coffee's already cold. Insane. Already? I just made it. What do you mean? Let's say the mod will remember that. Did the hubris get to you? What do you mean? I just made it. What hubris? I made a coffee and it's cold already. Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday. How are we all doing? Hello, hello. Thanks, gang. My mother-in-law said that I looked glam today. And I was like, wow, the bar is low, huh? What do you mean? I did get a haircut. People were laughing because like 2 Geekenders ago, we had Octo on and he showed a picture or sent me a picture that he found recently that was me with bangs. And I was like, oh my gosh, should I get bangs again? I had said to Sam, oh my gosh, Octo sent me this picture of me with bangs and it was really cute. And now I'm getting the urge to get bangs again. And he was like, honey, literally a couple of weeks ago, I also showed you a picture of you with bangs and was like, bangs are so cute on you. He was like, what? When Octo says it? Anyways, so I immediately got bangs just because. And the Geekenders viewers were like, dang, she worked really fast. Yeah, I mean, this sort of haircut is, I have come back to this many times in my life. Thanks. Bangs are weird because they are upkeep. You're buckling in for upkeep, you know, which I don't tend to do well with, but that's okay. Yeah, exactly. It was destined. Enough people say, what about bangs? And then you go, what about bangs? Like Jeannie, thank you so much for all the gifted subs. Welcome to the Cat Gang, guys. Make sure you thank Late Jeannie if you were gifted a sub just now. This is the canonical Dukes haircut in my head. A lot of people have said that. There's a reason I always come back to it. Octo also wants to turn you into Hatsune Miku. I don't think so. Anywho, somebody was asking for a health update on my house. This week has been bonkers. It has been so weird. I've barely streamed. Those of you who aren't like on the Discord or anything, the reason that I've barely streamed is because exactly a week ago, my kid contracted norovirus, or rather, I guess 2 days before that, she got norovirus and the symptoms showed at like 9 p.m. on Saturday. Norovirus is nasty. It's horrific. She was such a champ about it. She's always so good about sickness somehow. She makes jokes. Like she was, you know, but it was clearly miserable for days. And we kept going, well, maybe she'll be able to go back to school on Wednesday. And then Tuesday came around and we were like, there's no shot. And then it was maybe by tomorrow. Kids have this weird like bounce back ability, right? One day they'll look miserable and the next day they are bouncing off the walls. So we kept being like, when is she gonna bounce off the walls? This is the sickest she's ever been, I think. It was like every day it was a chore to be upright, you know, even when she was done with all of the sickness symptoms, the lethargic aspect to it, and she still like wasn't eating. Like it was just bad. It's bad. It sucks. And then, you know, of course we were trying to do our due diligence and read up about it. I was like disinfecting everything. And yeah, it like can just exist. It can keep living in your house for weeks. So I'm terrified. It's a both ends bug, but apparently typically the barfing part is worse for kids and the diarrhea part is worse for adults. So TMI, but Tuesday I woke up and the rumbling was bad and I was like, this is it. This is the beginning for me, right? Like surely this is the sign. So I canceled Deadbeats. We had the Deadbeats finale that night. And I was like, guys, I don't think I'm going to be okay by the time we're doing Deadbeats. Summer also had food poisoning. So we were like, ugh, it's the finale. That sucks. But like, I just can't guarantee that I'm going to be present, right? So we pushed it. And then we were recording Anime Cult, pushed that. Like so many things. I was like, I'm going to be dead. I know it. I know it. There's no way I'm coming out unscathed, right? Wednesday was fine. Tuesday, I was like, dicey. Wednesday, totally fine. And I've been totally fine since then. Sam has the worst migraine he's had in a while. Like so bad that he was just curled up on the couch in the dark for like 2 hours and didn't realize it. When Clark was sick, her eyes hurt all the time. Sam's eyes are hurting all the time. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing, but it's presenting weird. But yeah. So I know it's so bright. I tried to adjust stuff to make this look less like I'm one step from heaven, but I just couldn't. Anyways, so yeah. So either I got it and it was very mild, which I find unlikely, or I managed to not get it somehow. And Clark had a really, really bad time with it, and Sam is also having a bad time, but with totally different symptoms. So who knows? She's fine now, though. She's eating me out of house and home. I love to see it. I'm so happy. Mammalay, thank you so much for all the gifted subs. Welcome to the Cat Gang, guys. Have the mom immune system. Well, Sam was joking, but it's like not a joke. This is really what happens pretty much every time, which is that when Clark comes home with a sickness, I get it second, but it's mild. I shake it off in like a day typically. And then Sam gets it and it knocks him out for a week. So Clark gets it really bad, Sam gets it really bad, and I'm in the middle just kind of powering through. No, you know, and he said that before. He was like, I wonder if I'm just a baby about it. and we have all the same things. But he's so frustrated when he's sick. I don't think that he is like not relishing, that's the wrong word, but like I don't he wants to be, you know, streaming, he wants to be up, he wants to be doing stuff. He gets really frustrated being sick. I don't think that he's like, you know, sort of Just settling into it. I heard from someone who transitioned that getting sick as a man was worse. I wonder if there's science there. All illing, no chilling. That's a shirt. That's a shirt, Winks. It's all the veggies you ate. Could be, bro. When I tell you that broth I made the first day that Clark was sick, I was drinking that all week. And my mom messaged me yesterday and was like, that broth saved you. I was like, I don't think so, but I'm willing to regurgitate that. Yeah. I'm willing to be like, you know what? Maybe if you would drink your meat juice like I told you to, you would be fine right now. IIRC, women have a higher core body temp. I was explaining fevers to my kid because she got a fever at one point. And I was like, do you know what fevers are for? And she was like, no. Sometimes I go into, do you want to know why this is happening this way mode? And if there's nobody else around, there's no one to be like, not the time. But I don't know. I feel like for me, it's helpful if I understand what's happening to me. So when things are happening to Clark, if she and I are already talking and I know that she wants to be talking, I'll typically be like, do you want to understand why this is happening this way? You know? So I was explaining fevers to her and why they happen. And how like things like Calpol, you know, get rid of fevers, but sometimes that prolongs like certain aspects of the sickness, right? Because the fever was trying to do a thing. So you have to like kind of gauge like if the fever is being helpful right now or if the fever is the dangerous thing, right? Zingatorix! Thank you so much. Welcome to the Cat Gang, everybody. Not a doctor, by the way. But we were just talking about fevers in general and why our bodies do that. And so then when she was like really feeling miserable and couldn't even sleep, I was like, now's about the time I think we should take some Calpol. And she was like, but the fever, it's trying to kill it. The fever's trying to kill it. I was like, yeah, but right now it's keeping you from sleeping. So let's get rid of that so you can sleep a little bit. Because you know what else helps stuff? Sleep. Sleep helps a lot. I told my little sister to pinch herself hard for 2 seconds. She did, and then I said, that's worse than any needle that they'll give you at the doctor's. It did not help. Yeah. It's funny. So I've tried to do stuff like that too. You disinfected the entire house? I mean, probably not, but I'm trying, man. I've been acetaminophen does wonders. Now I've just been anything that like we're all consistently touching, I'm wiping with disinfectant every day. And like, you know, we're like bleaching the toilets and everything. Duck Nice, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Welcome to the Cat Gang, everybody. We're getting so many gifted subs right now. That's so sweet. Double check. Any of you who got a gifted sub, double check who gave it to you. Make sure you say thank you. Acetaminophen lives rent free in my head. Bro, I was so happy before I ever saw that video. And now I literally can't think of it as acetaminophen. Oh my gosh. And then we had this so one of the aspects of living in the woods or like way out in the country is if you see blood outside, which we do sometimes, if you see blood outside, it becomes a scramble where everybody is checking every single animal on the farm to make sure that that blood was not one of our animals. This morning, I messaged everybody because I was like, hey, I'm having trouble finding Watson. She's very good at hiding. I'm sure it's fine. But if you see her outside, if she slipped outside somehow, let me know. Sam was like, in the past when she slipped outside, there's a specific bush that she's hid in that I've grabbed her from. So I went to look and found her. But that text freaked out everybody because my mother-in-law saw blood at our back door and immediately came to the house and was like, oh my God, did you find her? Is she okay? And I said, yes. And she was like, okay, because there was a bunch of blood at your back door last night. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, there's a bunch of like weird blood spots at our back door. And she was like, I was really worried that maybe Watson got out, got attacked by something and was trying to get back in the house. I was like, holy shit. So then we were like, who was bleeding? What was bleeding? We checked every animal. None of them are bleeding. None of them have wounds. Something was just at our back door bleeding and then walked away. Crazy. So, yeah. I think most likely thing, because rats are very active at night, and we know that we still have some rats around. I think most likely thing is a rat got caught near our house and bled. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. So, babe, the lamb hasn't come yet. I was saying yesterday when we were doing our sponsored stream, we thought yesterday was going to be lambing day. Our sheep, this one specific sheep is doing all of the like labor signs. She's stargazing, she's pawing at the ground, she's like showing her ass to everybody. We're like, okay, she's in labor, like she's trying, you know. So I guess the main thing that you look for is basically the equivalent of like her water breaking. There's going to be like a balloon of water that starts to come out. So all day long we were checking for that and it was not happening. And yeah, so they were also consistently checking all last night. Nothing. So yeah. Interesting signs, I know. Yeah, they'll look at the sky a lot. So she feels like she's ready to give birth, but she hasn't properly gone into labor yet, I guess would be the way to put it. She's the equivalent of somebody who has like reached their due date and is like, get this baby out of me. She's trying everything. She's like, where's my spicy food? Like, what do I gotta do to get this thing out? So yeah, yesterday was her due date, like her actual due date. So we were like, oh my God, right on the damn money. But no lamb came. So probably in the next like day or two. I'd be scared of labor starting in the night and being too late to help. Well, they've got like a camera and stuff set up, like trying to make sure that if something happens, can respond quickly, you know. Anywho, So yeah, we're gonna start getting lambs here pretty soon. My nephew came over because he really wanted to be there when the lamb showed up, but it didn't happen. He was like kicking rocks, like, fine. I do love cows. I don't want a cow. I was promised lambs. Yeah. Can you imagine as a little kid going somewhere and being told, like, you're going to see a lamb be born today, and then it doesn't happen? The buildup. Yeah. Is it miserable weather where you are? London is gray. I mean, it's overcast, but it's not raining. It's not raining right now. It's supposed to be dry the next couple of days, which I'm jazzed about. It'll give us a chance to patch our roof. I keep just not doing it, and then it starts raining and the house leaks again, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why do I have so much trouble following through on some stuff? Like, there's so many things. If I know how to fix it, I'll just fix it. It's when I have to call a guy and be like, hey, I called a guy forever ago. Like, hey, can you, we're looking for somebody to fix our roof. And he called back when I was asleep and was like, hey, I would love to come fix your roof. Call me back. Let me know, where you're living, whatever, and we'll get it done. I just didn't. I got distracted with other shit. Same. I feel so guilty about those kind of things. Thanks for sharing. No joke. Yeah, I think that's pretty universal. I feel like I know more people that struggle with that than don't, but that might be because I know a lot of terminally online people. And maybe we all share some qualities. But like my mom, shout out to my mom. She's probably gonna watch this. My mom, if something needs to get done, she just gets it done immediately, And she will always attest that the reason she's able to do that is because she makes a list, and she always keeps the list with her of like, what did I need to do? Right, got it. I'm like, that makes sense. That's simple. That's a simple thing to do. When I was like really keeping with my bullet journal, I was really good about it because the bullet journal was like a list that I had with me all the time, So yeah, makes sense. Learn to do your own roofing. When I tell you I considered it, I was like, how hard could it be? How hard could it be? I mean, we've got these wood slats up here. Surely it's just, there's some sort of filler I could get and just fill in the gaps in between the wood slats from inside. Surely that would work fine. What the fuck do I know? I don't know shit. I'm just coming up with a solution that would probably cause water damage. Yeah. I was talking about bullet journaling the other day with my kid because the school that she's at, they have a lot of focus on independence and trying to like help kids learn to track things for themselves, keep lists of things for themselves. They all have planners that they're encouraged to use, and she hates her planner. She hates it. And I was like, I do think it would be helpful if she could, from from this age, if she started learning how to keep track of stuff, it would be such a game changer, right? Um, I was like, maybe you just need your planner to be more fun. I don't know. Maybe you just need it to be more fun. Maybe you need more fun shit in there. Yeah, exactly. I was like, we have a huge box of stickers. What if every month we sat down with this huge box of stickers and, uh, you know, chose a collection of stickers and we're like, these are the ones we're going to use for this month. And like, just made like a fun planner layout, you know? We got told off for customizing them. And we were like, but I'll use it more. That's ridiculous. That's so silly. Let them decorate it. So silly. Yeah. You have some cute gel pens, sparkly gel pens that you only use in the planner. They made us get a parent's signature on our agendas. I learned how to forge my mom's signature, not how to plan. So currently, yeah, I like at the start of a week, we go through her emails and stuff, and I wind up writing down, like, okay, on this day you have this, on this day you have this happens after school, you know, whatever. I write those things in there with her next to me. Um, but she should be the one doing it, right? It's just for ease. It's the only reason I do it is because I'm like, I can do this faster, but it shouldn't be about doing it faster. It should be about like, okay, so write this in here and then write this in here, you know? But again, if it's not fun, like make it fun. I remember having to get a signature every week. That's so funny. She doesn't have to get a signature. Um, but if there's nothing in the planner, uh, then you do get messages about it, like gentle reminder sort of messages, like, hey, we've had a couple of weeks here where there's been like nothing in the planner. Just want to make sure that, you know, everything's on track for blah, 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 blah. It's probably nice to have mom's help learning to organize your life. Yeah. I mean, I want to be involved. I want to be involved. There's, you know, so much shit out there that's like parent involvement matters. Parent involvement actually matters. It matters if you're around and involved and give a shit. So I try. I do try. But sometimes we have a couple of weeks where I'm like, I don't know, there's nothing to write in there. She sure did have PE that day. I don't know. When I was at the local school, you would have detention every lunchtime until it was signed. That's insane. That would make me hate that fucking thing. That would make me hate that thing. What do you mean? That's so wild. Jeez. Same at my school. It was awful. I don't get it. I was telling everybody that while Clark was sick, I had messaged her teacher to be like, "Hey, um, you know, Clarky's probably going to be out the rest of the week. Um, let me know if there's anything that she should be working on, or, if there's, I know that there's a project due next week. We'll work on that over the weekend if she's feeling better. Um, and the teacher responded and was like, I don't want her doing schoolwork. He was like, I just want her to rest and feel better. I don't care about that. Which was just nice. That was a nice message to get. Like, don't worry about it. Like, be healthy. It's fine. They don't want to touch her biohazard papers. Oh, it's all digital now, man. It's all digital, dude. It sounds so odd compared to US schools. I'd be sick and come back to a mountain of homework. I think at this age at least, they get assigned more like projects. It's not a huge deal if she's not doing like the at-home work. Um, they'll like remind you that it's there, but it doesn't affect her going forward, It's just like you didn't do a couple of math things. If you have time, maybe try to just bang those out really quick. It's like not a huge deal. There's much more focus on like, hey, in 3 weeks, we want them to come up with their own project with this as the focus. So like right now, her project is look around your house, observe the people in your life, and try to think of a simple invention that could help someone in your house. So that's the current thing. Clark decided to make, and you could present it in any way you want. You could do like a really detailed drawing of it or a model of it or whatever. So Clark's was a series of tubes, and you would put, after you've worked outside, you would put your gloves on the ends of the tubes and then hook it up to a fan, and the fan would blow air into the gloves and dry them. And I was like, that's great. I love that. So we're making a model of it out of straws. The Al Gore grind set. Yeah. I was like, it would be really cool if you could like blow into the tubes and then the like miniature gloves would expand, but maybe that's too advanced. Anyways, no, we thrive on projects. I know that some kids want like make this exact thing or do this exact thing. We love it. We love the like do something having to do with this. Like her very first project at school was choose a country that you are in some way associated with. It could be by blood, it could be that you've lived there, you have family that's there, you've visited a lot, whatever. Choose a country that you're in some way associated with, and talk about how they culturally view food and exercise in whatever way you want. So Clark did a video. She's the only kid that did a video, and it was very funny. But a lot of kids did like, like science boards or like PowerPoints or yeah. We love projects because it's very just like here's the basic idea. Do whatever you want to get that idea across, to do that idea. Yeah, I think I would have loved that. Just the space to be like, what kind of student are you? How are you going to thrive with this project? Some kids love the idea of going up in front of the class and being like, I chose this and this is why, you know, and other kids are like, here's a board I made. Please don't perceive me. Just look at the board, you know, like having options to be like, this is the sort of student I am. I did the project in my way. I think is cool. To be given that option is great. So yeah. Our baby monitor broke. So we had it gave us the bump that we needed to my kid's old room is being turned into like we're basically putting all of the bookshelves in there. So all of our books, games, whatever will all be in the same place. But we're also putting a desk in there so that there's a PC that my kiddo can use. And that I can use when I'm doing evening stuff, assuming I don't need like all this get up, right? And we have Sunforge tonight and no baby monitor. So for those of you who don't know, our offices are like far enough away that if Clark was calling for us, Sam and I could not hear her from our offices. So we've continued to use a baby monitor so that if she needs us, we'd be able to do that. So anyways, I was like, we need to set up. We need to have a setup for me for Sunforge tonight in the house in that room. So Sam very quickly banged out like a little PC setup in that room for me to use tonight. We are getting walkie-talkies. I've already bought them. And we told her we'll teach her how to use it, but I was like, we'll have specific channels for everybody. So Clarky will be channel 1, I'll be channel 2, Daddy will be channel 3, you know. And that way, whoever you need to get a hold of, and same for us, right? Like if I need to talk to Sam or if I need to talk to Clark, we'll know which channel to swap to speak to each other. And she's so excited. Does she have a phone yet? No. No, absolutely not. It'd be super handy for farm things as well. Yes. Yeah. I made sure that they were long range. So that, yeah, if like, cause in the middle of the night, I've had to go outside and like check an animal thing before, and it would be nice to just have a walkie on me. We talked about this before. Like, I'm fine with the idea of her having a very simple phone. In, you know, she has more and more and more extracurriculars, right? More and more things that are going on with her. And there have been many times where she's been like, where I've been late and she's been like, I really wish that there was a way for me to know that you were on your way so that I'm not like worrying, you know. It's never been more than like 5 to 10 minutes that I've been late to pick her up from something or whatever. But yeah, I was like, you know, as she has more and more things going on, it would be nice to have an easy way for her to contact me. But I was saying to her like, but you don't need internet for that. You know, like that would just be like a really simple phone. We have a watch that has GPS and can only call us for our 8-year-old. We've looked at stuff like that. Yeah. Wait, what was that? Give her a cell phone with no phone plan. Oh, so I could call her, but she couldn't call me. Is that what you mean? No phone plan still means you can connect to the Wi-Fi and have internet access. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see how no phone plan matters. I have a phone from that I brought over from America that doesn't have a phone plan anymore, but I can still do everything on it because I have Wi-Fi. Yeah. I told her because I've been wanting a flip phone to be honest. I've been wanting to dumb down my technology, my on the go technology life. So I was like, maybe in like a year or two, we can both get flip phones. Just really simple flip phones. And we'll be able to, you can message whoever you need to. Matching flip phones and phone charms. That would be cute. I'd love that. We had 60 nerds as zombies hunting 10 humans trying to get to safe houses in downtown after midnight. Oh, is that what you were saying when you said that there was like cross chatter on your walkie talkies? That's really funny. Anyways, she does not have a phone yet, but she has a friend who has a phone that is younger than her. And she was like, they are too young for a phone. I was like, that's between them and their parents, honey. That has nothing to do with us. It's not, it's fine. Bro, we started watching this YouTuber. I don't know anything about her aside from the couple of videos that we've watched. So if you're about to be like, oh, she's insanely problematic, I don't know anything about her aside from the videos. But we started watching this YouTuber called Moriah Elizabeth. Her entire thing is just making cute characters. That's her whole thing. She just designs cute characters, and she's made an entire insanely successful channel out of making her own little adorable characters. And I was like, this chick figured it out. Because we were watching it. Clark was like, this is so fun. I was like, no, but like, can you imagine like just making up characters and having your channel blow up, just making up your own little like adorable characters? That's crazy. Like she really figured it out. No, like like just adorable like animals. Like her a thing that she does a lot is like taking candy and designing a character based on the candy. So it'll be like, you know, a sugar hamster or like they look like stuffies. She makes stuffies of them and stuff too. Bro, I was like, this chick, she's made like 100 and something characters. She's sold books of them. She made a chess set of them. Like, it's crazy. I was like, dang. She really figured it out. Also, her editing style is insanely Zoomer, and I don't say that with like in a derogatory way. It's just like it is. She does so many weird little editing things constantly in her videos where I'm like, mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, we mostly watch it's mostly like craft channels for us. Um but you know, she does like watching people play games. The dicey thing with that is sometimes uh you'll find a channel where a person is generally fine, but then they'll play a game that is not age appropriate and it slips through stuff and, you know. So I wind up having to do more more research into gaming channels. I feel like a channel where a person is just like, "Today I picked up this weird art set. We're going to try it out." If I check out their channel and generally everything is like, "I did a weird art thing." I'm like, that's it seems fine, right? But like you never know when somebody who exclusively does Minecraft is going to be like, "And now we're going to play Five Nights at Freddy's." I'm like, "No." Anyways. My daughter was finding it hard to understand that almost everything is set up for kids. Yeah. We've talked about that a lot because I feel like Sam and I are in a unique position to be are in a unique position to be able to like explain to sort of like clue her into like why things are done a certain way. Um we don't let her watch family channels, but occasionally there will be one that pops up like maybe you'd be interested in this. And one that popped up yesterday when we were looking for something to watch was just a thumbnail of kids crying. And she was like, "I don't like that." I was like, "Yeah, also, think about this. The person who made the thumbnail, potentially the parents, specifically chose a picture of their kids crying to put up as the thumbnail for that video." And she was like, "Why would they do that?" I was like, "Because now most people are going to look at that and go, why are they crying? It's manipulative." And she was like, "Oh, well, they shouldn't be filming their kids crying anyway." I was like, "No, they shouldn't." No, they shouldn't, Clark. Correct. Correct. Anyways, yeah, we we try to talk about that stuff a lot because you know, either she's going to stumble onto this stuff while I'm next to her on the couch and we can talk about it, or she's going to stumble onto it by herself when she's bigger and maybe not take the time to sort of like think about that. Does that make sense? I would rather that we together on the couch look at these things and have that conversation so that she is thinking about that now and how, because whether I like it or not, her life is going to be like navigating algorithms in some way or another. Like like part of her entertainment life is going to be being guided by fucking robots to figure things out. um so I figure that she should start learning how to do that with me next to her. Yes, it's a repainting with um Crowley from Good Omens. There's an Aziraphale version as well. But I loved the Crowley one. I thought it was so beautiful. Need to teach her to avoid AI. Oh my gosh, that's another. I've really I've kind of radicalized her against AI. Sort of on purpose. She notices stuff now, which is really cool. We were walking around the store, and there was a book at the store that clearly had an AI cover. And she pointed out a couple of like ways to tell that it was AI. I was like, I'm so proud of you. It's hard because I know that AI is getting better all the time, and like those sorts of like inconsistencies aren't gonna always be there, but like learning the building blocks of things to look for. You still have the Kaiju Pacific Rim art? Yeah. Yes. We had it up on the wall in our dining room, and I actually took it down. I want to find a better spot for it because it just wasn't a good location, but what do you make of British pop culture? I don't know that I'm really tuned in to like what is specifically British pop culture, to be honest. So much of it blurs together now. The National Gallery recently used AI to advertise a Van Gogh exhibit. Why? What? Taskmaster is fun. I do like Taskmaster. It still blows my mind that I knew what Taskmaster was before Sam. I don't understand. It's an AI powered Van Gogh exhibit. Is it like using paintings and animating them with AI or what? That's weird. I feel like he would hate that. Yeah. Will you ever come to the US or anywhere for conventions? You know, it's funny. I was talking about conventions the other day with someone because I haven't been to a convention in years. I basically stopped going to them when I got pregnant. And my kid's about to be 8. I think I've been to 2 conventions in the last 8 years. I would love to go to one again. But if I was going to bother going, it would need to be one that I knew a bunch of people that I haven't had an opportunity to see in a long time were going to be there. Does that make sense? Like, it's been so long. That if I was going to bother, I'd want to know that some buddies were going to be there that I never get to see. Why are you guys saying CoxCon like that still exists? Would you attend a convention virtually as Mushy? Sure. I've never been asked to do that, but I would be super down. I'm really curious how all that works, honestly, because it's so bizarre to see like these videos of VTubers like rolling around. Rolling around talking to people. It's so funny. Like, I could be an iPad. Have Sam carry you around. He would hate that. You would really hate that. Put Dodger on a TV cart from elementary school in the 90s. That would actually, honestly though, because I was thinking to myself, the hard part about the iPad rolling around thing is it does not suit the vibe, right? But being on like an old TV on a cart getting rolled around would be so good. That would be so good. Yeah, cover the whole thing in moss. Wait a minute. We might be cooking here. Hold on. That would be so sick. Here we go. Hold up. Hold up, guys. I feel sorry for the person rolling you around. I don't. I'm sure they'd be paid well. The main enemy of this setup is escalators. Are escalators fine with the iPads? Also, couldn't I just go in an elevator? Someone made that Duke Labubu fan art. What? Put a screen in the face of a Labubu and then just have my and then have someone carry me around like a baby. Here we go. The iPad bots, they have handlers. They're small to fit on an escalator. A Labubu with my face could fit on an escalator easily. No, I think the way to get around that, the like the charging situation is that it is still an iPad with a CRT filter, and then you put it inside of like the shell of a TV, right? Because otherwise, I don't know how you would even power that. It would also take away a lot of the weight. I don't think it would weigh that much then. Have you seen Dodger around? Uh-huh. Points. I love how serious chat is about this. Well, we have to figure out the logistics. Getting some yes man ideas now. There are old battery powered carryable CRT TVs. How small do CRTs get? They get pretty tiny, man. Hold on now. There are really small ones. There are really tiny ones, guys. Someone could just carry me around on a CRT. Guys? Tiny CRTs are grainy looking. Perfect. Good. Yes. That's what we want. That's what we want. I love this. The lower the resolution, the better. That's what I'm saying. Okay, wait. We've got some NPCs now in universe. Just get someone to dress up as one of the NPCs and have them carry me around. It would also be a cosplay for them. Here we go. Yeah, get Skibbity Hot Pocket to carry me around. We've got this. We've got this. Easy peasy. Guys. You could have merch on the TV trolley. Are we back to the trolley? I'm trying to make this easier for the person. I love the trolley, though. I do love the trolley. It just makes moving around harder for the person. Do we have art of the NPC? Well, we haven't talked about which NPC it would be yet. I know what they all look like. I have all of that written down, but you guys haven't seen them yet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can print off a bunch of like fun stickers and stuff and put them on the trolley. Wacky, but what if you're the one carrying you around? I don't think that would work. Unless you wanted mushy. Unless we were okay with people not actually being able to interact with mushy. Yeah, I'm dressed as an NPC. Here we go. Wouldn't that defeat the point of not having to go in person? Yeah. This was meant to be like, for For those of you who have just popped in, this was a follow-up to a conversation about how like I haven't been to cons in forever. And I'd be kind of choosy about which ones I would go to at this point. And someone was like, but would you be willing to be like one of the iPads rolling around? Would you be a VTuber on a iPad? And I said, sure, but the iPad doesn't suit the vibe. And now we're here. And now we're here to someone dressing up as one of my in-world NPCs carrying around a CRT TV with my face on it. Octo would jump at the chance for a Dodger Labubu. So cursed. If I made a Labubu with a screen that could have my face on it, I wouldn't want to keep that in my house. I would definitely try to figure out how to get rid of that immediately. Gonna get Lasu sued. Oh God. A Labubu with a screen is just a Furby? No, it would be on the face, on the Fache man. It'd be Labubu body, and the face would be ripped out and replaced with my face. Another time, another age of my life, because I do have a cast of my face. I would miniaturize the cast of my face and then put my actual face in a Labubu and paint it. Why do you have a cast of your face? Because I was a theater props and costume major. I don't know anybody who works in props and costumes that didn't at some point have to make a cast of their own face just to know how it works. We need a Sister Soup prop. Oh, that is very funny. Guys, I'm really excited. You ready? My kid and I are going to get out of the house for the first time in 8 days. After this, we're going to leave. We're going to go somewhere. I know. I'm really excited. I was like, Clarky, should we go to the mall? She was like, oh, yes. Like we could get bacon bops at Costa. She loves the bacon bops at Costa. I don't know why. We could get bacon bops at Costa and we could, I don't know, go window shopping. We could buy a new book. She was like, she's so excited. I know. An adventure for us out of the house. Get me out of here. You could skateboard in the parking lot? Could. Absolutely could. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Time to go AI hunting at the bookstore. My favorite. My favorite thing in the world. The idea of Jesse with a mask of my exact face on his face is horrifying. I would never make him wear a mask of my face. I would politely ask him, but I would never make him do that. I have a weird thing in my mouth. If it seems like I'm like doing weird stuff with my face, it's because I feel a weird thing in my mouth that I'm going to have to like look at after this. It feels like there's something weird in my mouth. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone, dude. He'd wear it if he thought it was funny. It has to be funny to him, though. I don't think he would think that was funny. Other people would, but I don't think he would think that was funny. Ah. This poor jumper, look. It's got so many little grease stains on it. Ugh. To get rid of those. Every time I put this on, I go, oh, the grease stains are everywhere. No, I love it. It's comfy. I just want to get rid of the grease stains. Not get rid of the jumper, get rid of the grease stains. They just don't come out when you just throw them in the wash. You have to like do shit. That's all. I was looking on Vinted yesterday for like an old denim something that a person doesn't want. Like I keep wanting to do things to like a denim jacket or something, but I don't want to do it to mine because mine is really old. In like a I just want it to stay the way that it is kind of way, you know? I tell myself the cooking stains are added character. They are. I, much like how Jesse thinks some things are not funny that I think are funny, some stains for me are fun, just character aspects of my life. If I get paint on clothes or bleach or whatever, I'm like, that's just part of the clothes now, man. I'm not doing anything about that. That's part of its personality now. That's part of its life. That's a wrinkle, you know, a wrinkle on the face of my clothing. It has truly lived in this house. I don't know what it is about grease stains. They piss me off. I don't like them. Stains from cooking, I don't like them. I don't like them. They make me mad. Yeah. Oh my gosh. The number of t-shirts I had that the whole neckline was evidence of years of hair dye. Yeah. I have an apron, but who has the time to put an apron on? Oh, glue? Yeah. Well, yeah, lots of clothes have had weird glues on them. For sure. What can you do? You know, like that video of that girl being like, here's the thing, if you say hand wash only, you shouldn't be in this house. She's talking about dishes. And she's like, if I have a dish that says you cannot put it in the dishwasher, hand wash only, it shouldn't be here. It's not it's not gonna survive, right? I feel that way about clothes sometimes. Like if I have clothes that are too nice and I'm like, I can't just live my life in these clothes. I know that they're barely gonna get worn. Cause I'm like, I'm walking through mud, I'm painting shit with my kid, I'm cooking dinner, right? Like if it can't survive through my daily life, I understand the vibe of like that cute thing, just wear the cute thing, right? The cute thing, don't just leave it in your closet. Just wear the cute thing. Get used to wearing the cute thing. It's part of your wardrobe. It should get worn. I get that. But also, if I'm wearing the cute thing and there's a part of my brain that's like, I shouldn't do my normal day stuff in this cute thing, I shouldn't be wearing it. I don't know. I think there's a line. Cold wash only. I hope you like it warm, pal. I wash everything cold except the stuff that needs to be washed hot. Things where I'm like, this needs to get like disinfected, like it needs hot water. All that stuff gets put off to the side. Everything gets washed cold except for like this stuff has cleaned up God knows what, right? Our towels get hot washed. You know, any like cloths that have been used to clean up animal whatever and all of that hot washed. All of our underwear gets hot washed, you know. There's like specific things, but everything else cold always. Yeah, if I need it sanitized. I found out one of my dresses is wipe clean only. Alex stared at me like I was insane. Wipe clean? I've done that too, Adrolian. I've had things where I'm like, I know it says I shouldn't throw this in the washing machine, but I can't think of a reason why it would be bad to throw it in the the dryer. Maybe I don't want it in the dryer, but the washing machine, I think it'll be fine in the washing machine. And normally I'm correct. Normally I'm correct on the surface level. Sometimes a part of my brain is like, right, but did something happen that I'm not aware of? But in the moment, all I'm occupied with is, does this thing still look exactly the same and can it keep doing its job? Then I think it's okay. You'll figure it out. This dress is for looking at only. That's what I'm saying. It's going in a boiling hot cycle, and if it dies, it dies. A towel should never be like, don't wash me hot. Towels get up to so much junk. Our shower towels be wiping off our stink of the day. Okay, they're getting covered in all of our dead skin cells and shit. Let them be hot, okay? What do you mean, towels? Towels should be washed hot. That's my hot take. Get it? It's fine if a towel shrinks. True. Towels should always be hot, I think. I'm willing to take the chance. Floor mats need proper cleaning. I agree. The like mats that we put in front of all of the doors, I just bought ones that specifically are like can be thrown in the washing machine, because I'm like, you were gonna get thrown in the washing machine anyway. So happy to see it on the label, honestly. In this house, God, the second they're dry, the second they're out of the washing machine and have air dried, and I put them back in front of the door, my dog runs in from the outside and covers it in mud again. And I'm like, you want me to hand wash that a second time, twice in a day? It's not happening. Washing machine only. I have a straw one. It seems bad for washing machines. Yeah, if you're somewhere where we are a shoes off house, so that's not the issue here, okay? This isn't like we're just tracking in mud all day. But if you're somewhere where it's muddy or a bunch of dirt is coming in, we live on a farm, so it's just a lot of like farm shoes, wellies, whatever, coming in and stepping on these mats. Dogs, right? Man, do yourself a favor if you can. Get washable mats, get washing machine safe mats, because they get nasty so fast. I spent a good hour once whacking the dust out of my Nan's straw mat. It never ends. No, I think my next house purchase is going to be one of those clothing racks that heats up. Like a clothing thing that helps dry the clothes with heat. Oh, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on that. I have one of those and it's not that great. I had a colleague who said it changed her life. Two rapidly different things. Hi, Envy. How are you, buddy? I hope your first stream back went well. Like a curling iron for towels. I just want things to air dry faster. I know that's silly. I just want them to air dry faster than they do. It takes so long for things to dry in the house. I look cozy. That's because I am cozy. I have one of those in the flat. They're worth the money if you get a decent quality one, but you can't cheap out. I see. So you're saying the difference in reaction here is if you get a cheap heated one, it doesn't really do much. If you get an expensive heated one, your life will be different from that day forward. Is that what you're saying? Sometimes their laundry takes 2+ days to dry because of the winter temps. Yeah. Yeah. It just takes forever for stuff to dry. And I'm married to a large man, and when he goes to air dry his clothes, they're just sitting there hanging forever. They're not going in the dryer or they'll shrink. So all of his clothes get air dried, and all of his clothes are big. They're everywhere to dry. My favorite is this wet or is this cold? Dude, yesterday, one of the things that was out drying, I literally had to carry to Sam because I was like, is this still wet? I can't tell if it's just cold or if it's actually still wet. This feels like a if you know, you know sort of conversation. Like, this is so specific to like a certain way of life and temperature. The solution is to rub it on your face. Your face always knows. I guess that's true. Also, free being big brain and being like, why don't you just use a tissue? I guess if you dab a tissue on, it'll be wet if it's still wet. But there's like a just slight dampness to things sometimes, you know. The betrayal when it's mostly just cold, but the armpit is still wet. Oh my gosh, I brought my kid a pair of trousers to put on because I was like, these are dry. These are dry. And the waistband on the inside was still wet. So she put them on and was like, oh! I was like, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought they were fine. Trousers are dry, but not the pockets. Another classic. The hoodie is dry, but not the hood. That's the other one that happens to us a lot. All of this dry, inside of the hood soaking wet still. A dehumidifier is a good shout. That's a really good shout, actually. You gave her wet trousers. Devastating. I know. She'll never trust me again. People are saying some unhinged stuff in chat right now. I'm really tempted to stack my washer and dryer on top of each other. I think the room that our washer and dryer are in, we would get a lot more use out of the space if I stacked them. The problem is that I'm small. And if they're stacked, I can't reach whatever's on top. Yeah, it clearly saves a lot of space. And a lot of people out here that I know have them stacked that way, dryer on top. But when I stand next to it, I'm always like, I would need like a 3-step stool in order to get everything out of the dryer, I think. Which is fine. But keep in mind, my kid does her own laundry now. So that means I would also have to consider, what do I need to do to make sure that my kid can also do her laundry? My 4-foot tall child. How tall are you in centimeters? No clue. I'm 5 foot if you want to put that into Google. She was to blame for her own wet trousers. No, my child has been sick as fuck for 8 days. So I did her laundry. Yeah, we're finally getting out of the house. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. She's going to be exhausted, I think. You know, when like you've been taking it really easy because you've been sick or something, and then you have the opportunity to do a thing, not even like a tiring thing, but 1 hour into doing that thing, you're like, I'm exhausted. I think that's what's going to happen. She's been sick for 8 years. Sick nasty. Are there less climate gadgets over there? I feel like every temperate climate United Statesman has one of each: humidifier, dehumidifier, heater, air conditioner. Oh. Well, most places in the United Kingdom do not have air conditioning, no. That's kind of a luxury. Heaters, yes. From what I can tell, most people have a boiler, so a water heater, and then the hot water goes through radiators. Um, Humidifier and dehumidifier were not things that most people I knew had in America either. So I guess it kind of depends on who you know and whether or not they need those things. But we have an excessive amount of fans. Yeah, we got an air purifier for my mom's room, the guest room. When my mom came to visit, we were really concerned about my mom because she's allergic to animals, and we have a lot of those. And it would be her first time spending like extensive time around a dog in a long time. Samoyeds tend to be okay with people that have dog allergies, but it depends. You just never know until you're around the dog, right? So we were like, okay, we need to make sure that the bedroom she's staying in is like a sanctuary. No animals go in there. We're going to put an air purifier in there. We're going to make sure that it's like a safe place, right? And by the way, if you've ever thought about or needed to do this sort of thing for a person, it worked. It worked insanely well. My mom knew that if she needed to like clear shit out, that she could go into that room and just stay there for an hour or two and she would feel way better. Which was amazing. It was so nice to know that that was the case. But yeah, we bought an air purifier for that room. And it worked great. And we were like, should we get air purifiers for all the bedrooms? Like, I feel like maybe we'd all sleep better if we did that. Because, like, where we're living, I'm sure all kinds of shit is getting into our house. Yeah. There's got to be dander everywhere. We've got 2 cats and a dog, you know, like get dander out, get the pollen out, just, you know. We have pet rats. They needed an air purifier and it's helped my allergies a ton. Yeah. Yeah, in the city you would be purifying different stuff, you know. I'm sure I should have had an air purifier when I was living in Hollywood, 100%. But a dehumidifier I think is a really good shout because again, our windows are like dicey at best. They're just old and we need to replace them, but a lot of cold and humidity is getting into the house all the time. They need those on the tube. Yeah, no joke. Oh. Anywho, the struggles of adulthood. Yeah, man. There's always something. There's always something. Hey, gang, change your sheets. Empty your toaster tray. I just thought I'd let you know I'm finally getting into Nine Souls after your recommendation. 13 hours in so far. Nice. Oh my gosh. Good game, right? Maturity warning, but very good game. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've been playing Dragon Quest on the Steam Deck. It works great on the Steam Deck. I'm about 7 hours into that right now. That's fun. I think Bree would love that game. Nine Souls. Nine Souls is great for people that are interested in lore. I think that she would love Nine Souls too. It does some really good environmental storytelling. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, got that good lore. And then I can be the guy that's like, cracks knuckles. Now that you've finished that game, can I show you all of the AUs that people have made of this game? Can I show you all of the amazing artists that are in denial about everything having to do with that game? Have made AUs because they love the characters so much. Here you go. It's so fun. It feels so. I don't think I've ever gotten into a fandom that has done that to that extent. Just like, this world is horrific and terrible, but I love the characters and I wish they just weren't there. Like, everybody has made their own just alternate reality for these characters. It's great. I love it. Oh, of course I've heard of Highguard. I have not played it. I know a few people who've played quite a bit of it and have said that it's really fun at a certain point, but it's already not my type of game. I was only going to check it out of curiosity. But enough people have been like, it's fine. That I'm like, well, if it's not a genre I enjoy anyway, it's fine is probably going to be pretty blah for me. So there are people still making Nine Souls fan art. Yeah. I check occasionally. I do check occasionally. I have to know. I am curious about Tomodachi Life. I'll probably wind up playing that. I feel a real urge. Here's a question to you know, all of you internet experts. I say that loosely. So the spot where currently our TV is mounted in a really awkward place on the wall, and I want to move it to a better spot. The issue is that I also want to put a console table underneath the TV to hold game systems because we don't have that currently. And my kid and I are starting to play a lot of games together, and it's been really fun. And I just want a setup where if we want to play something together, we can play it on the TV like a proper family. But the spot where it makes the most sense to put the TV right underneath that is a radiator. And I'm trying to figure out a console table with a bunch of electronics in front of the radiator is a bad idea, correct? Because part of me was like, because they make those radiator covers. I was like, if it was a radiator cover that had shelves on the side, so all the there was still a lot of airflow. The actual game systems were on the side of the radiator. Is that still bad? Also, is it bad for the TV to be above a radiator? Like with some distance, but still above a radiator. Very bad. God damn it. Is it the only radiator in that room? It could be worth it to shut it off. It's not. No. There's a big radiator. Literally, it's like radiator and then maybe 3 feet and then another radiator. So yeah, I could just turn it off. Hmm. The second one must be in there for a reason. I don't think so. Just to make the room hot, I think is the answer. Keep in mind, we are very used to our heat not working. Our heat has not worked properly for 3 years. I'm fine with one radiator working. No, they're not connected. They have completely separate like dials and systems and all that. But the last bit of like tweaking to our boiler still needs to happen. So when he comes out, I might just ask him like, "Hey, could we just shut this off or remove it, or like how difficult would that be?" Yeah, if the plan is to literally cover it up forever. Then it might be worth it to just move it, right? To just get rid of it. Some trades might be reluctant if they don't think there's enough heat output for the room. I mean, with that one off, it's a pretty big room. With that one off, we will then have the wood stove and 2 full-sized radiators in the room still. So I think it's fine. I don't know. We'll see. I'll ask. But we use the wood stove a lot. There's a weird heat calculation for the values to heat a space, but it sounds like it should be fine. I mean, I'll ask. I won't make a call on my own. I'll ask. But yeah, I just want like a I just want a situation where we can be like, you want to play a thing? Yeah. And it doesn't take 15 minutes of setup to try and like get something working for us, you know? Yeah, this is why I said that you guys are experts, but loosely. This is my first time catching one of your streams live. Oh my gosh. Hello. Welcome. I'm just asking chat to diagnose how to do stuff in my house, which is, you know, bad and good. Chat has such a low consultation fee. I know. That's why I come to you guys first. So now, guys, would I be fixing my roof properly if I just filled in the cracks in between the wood and my roof? I'm kidding. Yeah, absolutely. Great. If I just got some mud and just filled in the cracks, would we be good? Great. Thanks, guys. How many more sponsored streams do I have lined up? I was excited. I had 2 in a row there. I've said yes to a bunch of stuff. The only upcoming thing that we have right now is Convergence, which isn't technically a brand deal, but yeah, we've got Convergence happening. It's on the 19th, I believe. 2 Thursdays from now. What game do you want to play next? Oh my gosh. I really want to play more Deadlock, but I don't want to play it by myself. I need to get someone to play with me. I'm not playing with Sam. Sam and I do not play MOBAs together. We don't purposefully put ourselves into situations where our marriage is tested. Deadlock is a MOBA. It's a third person shooter MOBA by Valve. Um, it's really fun. They just released a bunch of new characters that I have not played at all yet. And the bot games are fine. I can play by myself in bot games. That's fine. But, you know, it would be fun to play with other people. Game always tempts me to re-download it. Deadlock? Envy, do you want to play Deadlock? Rem's adorable. I like them all. I like all the characters. And there's a new game mode that's like more casual. So I want to try that too. Yes? Summer won't play it with me. Shout out to Summer, my darling. Summer won't play it with me. Summer said, I have one MOBA in my life and I'm not doing it again. Smart. Yeah, Rem is like a weird little sleep demon. But they're so cute. They're such a cutie patootie, and everybody treats them like a little baby, and I love it. Yeah, Envy, I don't know if our time zones will ever cross over properly, but I will hit you up if I'm playing. And if you're around, we should play. Well, when you're playing it, it plays like Overwatch or something. You're third person, you're attacking people in your lane. You know, there's a lot of lane hopping, which I think is really different from like League. Like everybody lane hops quite a bit. But I enjoy it. I think it's really fun. Some of the characters you feel insanely powerful. And apparently Graves, the like lich teen, she doesn't have to aim. We love a character that we don't have to aim. We love a Wanda. So, yeah, we have, you know, there's characters where you don't have to aim. There's all kinds. It's great. Sam loves not aiming. Yeah. And I love that for him. Yeah, there's a hot werewolf girl. There's a teenage Wednesday coded lich girl. There's Rem, who's a little sleepy baby. There's a hot war priest. It's great. Those are new characters. Those are all new characters. Is there anyone not hot? That's between you and Deadlock. Feel free to go look at the characters. I think the designs are really good. I don't think any of the designs are boring, really. Yeah, you have to, it's still in playtesting. So you have to be invited by a playtester in order to play. like Dota 2, they'll invite for a long time and then just be like, oops, it's out. But when? But when? Who knows? Anywho. We're almost at goodbye time. But this has been very fun. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. We've got Sunforged tonight. Pray for me and my weird indoor setup. That's on Joe Fudge's channel. That's at 8:30 p.m. GMT. Goodbye time's the worst. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. We should have a normal week. Please, we should have a normal week. My kid is fine now. Please, God. My kid is fine now. I don't think I'm going to fall to pieces tonight. Please. 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 So I think we'll have a normal week with normal streams. Please. Let me read off the activity feed and then I'll send you somewhere else. Enjoy AI hunting with Clark. I will. Walnut. Thank you so much for the 134 months. Magic Maddie for the 100. Suchi for the 69. Light Genie for the 25. Light Genie and Mail Malay. Thank you so much for all the gifted subs. Again, if you were gifted, we had a bunch of gifted subs at the start of the stream. If you were gifted a sub, please double check who gave it to you. You can find it in your notifications on Twitch and you can say thanks. Asher Lee, thank you for the 113. Zingatorix and Duck Nice. Thank you so much for the gifted subs, guys. Laura D. Malcav, thank you for the 35. Ycarinate, thank you so much for the 26. Aroberon for the 101. Jerry Reg for the 73. Envy for the 6. And Zero for the 106. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm excited for Sunforge. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It's our D&D game that we do with Joe. It's a good time. All right, who's streaming? I'm still so caught off guard by streaming this early on a Sunday. Because our time changed, didn't it? And the people that are streaming is different from what I'm used to. Let's go say hi to Happy Chef. No, I used to stream at 1 p.m. on Sundays, my time. And now it's 11 because I do all my other streams at 11. So I was like, surely it makes sense to just do all of my streams at 11. But that means different people are streaming than I'm used to on Sunday. Yeah, not like time change. Like time change, but not the time change that time change normally means. Anyways, bye. Have a great day, everybody. I appreciate you being here. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow.